I opened the door in front of Paulina. Dad told me how essential it is to be a gentleman.
Значит, творческая личность. Я догадывалась, что ты не такой, как все. Особенный.
Шутишь? Я самый обыкновенный.
Это Семен обыкновенный. В смысле, обычный придурок. А в тебе живет нечто доброе и пушистое.
Something barked near my leg when I were crossing the schoolyard, interrupting Paulina.
Ай!
What?
Не бойся, это Жулька.
Oh, hello. I stood on one knee and rubbed the barking dog behind the ear. It was frantically wagging its tail like it was some sort of problematic cube. I looked around the yard trying to find Alyssa. But the fox girl was nowhere to be found, neither in the yard nor on the road.
Брось ее!
Why?
Ты что, она же дикая! Клещей еще подцепишь.
Нет, у нее хозяйка есть. Вроде.
She's not that kind. Paulina looked at the playful dog with disgust, covering her mouth with the handkerchief.
А у тебя никакой еды не завалялось?
Кажется, что-то осталось. Покормим и пойдем, ладно?
She took out a sandwich out her bag, threw it to Zulka. The little dog rushed to her bank, sucked away the bread with her nose and started eating the...
Какая привереда! Ешь все, давай!
Paulina tugged my sleeve, egging me on.
Ты чего?
What? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? I turned around. Huh? Silka followed us with eyes as we were leaving. The dog looked especially lonely with the school as the backdrop. Huh? That laugh was so disturbing. And then Paulina just stopped laughing. She walked alongside me with a blank stare, completely silent.
Нечего паразитов плодить.
Oh, she's mean. Her remark turned out pretty harsh. Was it really the stray's fault she had to live in the street?
Они потом на людей кидаются. Прошлой зимой такая стая чуть дедушку не загрызла.
Oh, I see.
Какой кошмар.
Его парализовало. Он больше никогда не сможет ходить.
I remember the scary pack dog that was chasing me just a while ago.
Мне очень жаль.
Ничего.
Paulina showed me another enchanting smile, her eyes half closed.
Главное, что мы друг друга поняли.
I forgot all about Zulka after she said that. Some third grades were throwing snowballs at each other.
Раз, два, прилети, сова.
The owl? No. Olya, an image of my sister sitting near a window, bored, looking for me in the twilight, flashed before my eyes. I promised myself I would go home as soon as I escort Paulina.
А что это за песенку малые поют? Уже второй раз за день ее слышу.
We were walking down in the main street. Somewhere near, a tractor was grumbling, cleaning snowdrifts. Ravens flew across the ashen sky. A flock of birds circled around us, like scary crosses that ran away from graves.
Про сову? Это считалочка местная. Мне ее в детстве дедушка напевал. Он интересуется историей края. Много знает про наш фольклор.
И что там за считалочка такая?
Слушай.
She started walking backwards, facing me and smiling.
Раз, два. Прилети, сова. 3, 4, 5. Время поиграть. 6 да 6. Дыбом волчья шерсть. 7, 8. Бьем копытом озимь. Для медведя, для лисы. Зайчик кушать принеси.
I thought that I had already met a fox this morning. Thankfully, I hadn't met any wolves or bears. As I was looking at the girl by my side, I became strangely brave, so I said something unexpected.
У тебя красивый голос.
Paulina adjusted her hair, slightly embarrassed.
Спасибо.
Спасибо!
И что же, это конец считалочки? Принес им заяц покушать или нет?
Поди узнай. Спросить не у кого. Считалочка очень старая. Древняя даже. С ней легенда одна связана. Если тебе интересно.
Конечно.
Тут в тайге раньше племена жили разные. Дедушка говорит, у них была такая инициация. Короче, такой ритуал, когда мальчику наступала пора становиться мужчиной.
Insti? I listened closely. I mean, I was also very close to that age myself.
Юношу отводили в лес, и он должен был 3 ночи провести там охотясь. По легенде, один такой юноша ушел в тайгу и пропал. А вернулся, когда его перестали искать. Нагрянул в деревню, исцарапанный, грязный, замерзший.
I imagine sleeping among the pines and bare layers.
Родные выбежали к нему. Привели шамана. Тот
Scary.
осмотрел молодого охотника и помрачнел. Сказал, плохи дела. До утра юноша бился в судорогах и повторял эту считалочку. Снова и снова. Раз, два, прилети, сова. Будто ему в тайге нашептали. А к рассвету он умер. Только вот шаман сказал, что он и так был мертв, что он мертвым из лесу пришел и мертвыми губами шептал считалочку.
I froze in fear.
Это точно не ужастик.
Фольклор бывает пострашнее всякого кино, уж поверь. Дедушка говорит, что племя то собралось спешно и ушло на юг.
Они были смелыми, если жили здесь.
Paulina kicked one of the snow piles with her small boot.
Смелыми и глупыми. Неужели надо мертвецу явиться из лесу, чтобы до людей дошло?
Дошло что?
Что нужно уезжать отсюда. Есть целый мир. А есть наш поселок. Мир!
She spread her arms wide.
Поселок.
She showed a distance that was almost invisible with her 2 fingers.
Я часто представляю большие города. Могу часами рассматривать глобус. Или журналы «Вокруг света» из библиотеки. Какие же там прекрасные названия. Только послушай. Рейкьявик, Тель-Авив. Это же чистейшая музыка, а не слова.
She started circling, her eyes shut dreamingly. The forest towered before us, touching the low clouds. The road fell into the semi-dark between the trees.
Я бы могла покорить сцену. Выступать перед тысячами зрителей.
А я сцены ужасно боюсь.
Так ты другим возьмешь, живописью. У нас-то есть будущее. А что ждет того же Семена? Ну, станет он еще толще. Ну,
Будет пирожками торговать.
ага. С собачатиной.
Oh, that's so disturbing. We burst out laughing, exercising worry from our minds with light-hearted fun.
Если ему, конечно, доверят пирожки.
Наверное, ты права. Он их в один присест слопает.
Я так и думала, что вдвоем в лесу не страшно.
I looked around. The snow was sparkling, reflecting the last rays of the setting sun. My pulse fastened from the thought that we were alone.
Да, ты была права.
You sure? Oh, who's that? Oh, 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 oh. Suddenly I heard nearby bushes rustle, spilling snow in the ravine. A giant man walked from them, fastening zipper on his pants. Eh? He gave us an indifferent look and just walked away. Eh?
Ну и тип. Хорошо, что ты со мной, Антон. Кто знает, что бы сделал этот бандит, если бы я была одна.
She gave me a look full of admiration,
Э,
and when the big man had almost disappeared behind the tree, she stuck out her tongue at him and laughed. Such a little rascal. Paulina rushed through the fire break.
не отставай!
Ah, don't leave me!
Никогда в жизни.
Don't leave me!
Ты знаешь, ты так изъясняешься, как персонаж из приключенческой книжки.
Was she complimenting or mocking me? I didn't want to look for the hidden meaning, not when we're in such a wonderful walk.
Ну да, я люблю книги.
Ого, читающий мужчина! Звучит интригующе.
A man, really? I got embarrassed and my cheeks turned beet red, but I still thanked fate for being able to wander around the forest with Paulina like this. The girl suddenly stopped and started silently into the darkening thicket, as if waiting for something. I felt uneasy all of a sudden, and then she asked me in a cold voice.
Ты был там?
Где? В чаще?
Paulina burst out laughing again, shattering my anxious thoughts.
Да нет! В большом мире! В городах с музыкальными названиями!
А разве Москва музыкальное название? Больше похоже на кваканье лягушки.
To me, it sounds like a croaking of a frog.
Ты был в Москве?
I want to go to Moscow
Ну да,
one day.
в детстве.
Paulina's eyes started
И
sparkling.
какая она?
Ну, красивая, шумная, неоновая.
Неоновая.
It felt like she was savoring those words.
А на Красной площади был?
Конечно, она такая выпуклая. И в ЦУМе был, и на ВДНХ.
Oh, let's check what that is. Zoom and Vonk. Zoom Central Universal Department Store. Ah. Was founded in 1885. And then Vonk is exhibition of achievements of national economy. Ah, second biggest exhibition complex in Moscow.
Мне больше всего метро понравилось. Там так пахнет.
Как?
She ran up to me, grabbed me by the sleeve, and stared in my eyes with clear interest.
Не могу описать.
А нарисовать?
Что, запах?
Великие музыканты могут сыграть запах.
Не может быть.
Я дам тебе кассеты.
She started twirling in the falling snow again.
Я обязательно побываю в Москве. А главное в Вене. Вена моя мечта. Это же столица музыки. Моцарт, Бетховен, Штраус, филармонический оркестр, государственная опера. Я буду выступать, а ты рисовать.
Oh, she's so lovely. Her enthusiasm spread to me. I wanted to do something right this
А
moment.
ты куда хочешь попасть?
I sighed and confessed.
В Диснейленд.
I remembered the finest hour show again. Olia preferred Call of the Jungle, but I always spent my Mondays in front of the TV. Colorful tables with numbers on signs and charming Mr. Suponev at the wheel. Sergei Suponev, a Soviet and Russian TV host. Oh. And the prices. Chocolate eggs, video equipment, and most exciting one, a trip to Disneyland for the winner. My parents promised to take me there, to the land of the mouse, and I believed them at first. Well, maybe they also believed it back then. Now they just reply with silence every time I ask about it, and it saddens me to no end. I have just 3 words on my mind in those moments. But you promise! 約束したんじゃん! Paulina had seemingly read my mind.
Добраться туда проще, чем нам кажется. Каждый лепит свою судьбу, как хочет.
She picked up 2 handfuls of snow, and then, as if she forgot about everything, showed me with a
А давай
slight
снеговика
smile.
лепить.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Давай.
When I get back home, I'll make snowman for Oya too. She'll be so happy. But for now, We were almost done with the first ball, rolling it shoulder to shoulder. Aw, we're on a date! Hehe. Locks of her hair fell on her lively face. She was so cute when she blew them away.
Чего у тебя такой маленький шар, Антон?
That's so rude! Look what she said. Why is your ball so small, Anton? Which one?
Максимум голова снеговичка. Больше надо. Не ленись.
I can't remember the last time I had so much fun. Paulina swept her now crimson lips.
Ты мечтал когда-нибудь очутиться?
Something flashed in her eyes when she said that. I couldn't really put my finger on what it was.
И даже в другой вселенной.
Paulina sighed in what felt like relief.
Тогда ты понимаешь меня.
Our palms glided across the ball of snow, straightening up any bumps it had. An almost ideal white ball rose up in the middle of the clearing. Then another one popped up. We lifted up from two sides and placed on the one that served as a foundation. Cute. Finally, Paulina helped with the third ball to get on top of the other two.
Ставить голову на место – мой конек. У
Cute.
тебя морковка случайно не завалялась?
Увы,
There was no fear, no worry at this clearing. I became more daring, ran toward the thicket to crack a couple of branches. I pulled at the intertwining windfall, but Paulina's voice suddenly awakened me from my delusion.
Антон,
What?
там кто-то есть.
Huh? Where? I turned around puzzled. Huh? Paulina was looking at me. No, at something behind my back. She stared at it, her brows furrowed. Not a single trace was left of the cheerful atmosphere we had a moment
Pauline.
ago. Huh? She slowly raised her hand and pointed at the darkness that was approaching the trees in the distance.
Впереди кто-то стоит.
No.
Темная сгорбленная фигура. Видишь? И ручищами сосну гладит.
I turned around, directed my eyes where she was pointing to. Where? The area around the dry raspberry bushes was empty.
там никого нет.
Оно спряталось
No, don't do that to me!
за деревом.
The collar of my coat felt suffocating. I pulled on it instinctively. I felt a spasm in my stomach. I smiled weakly and asked, hoping for a good answer.
Это что, шутка?
Paulina seemingly lost at her words. She just continued staring deep into the endless forest. Bravery check, I thought, so I stepped towards the glossy black trunk, Paulina's gaze pushing me in the black. I was trying to muster all my courage, but my inner voice was telling me to stop, to crawl into a ball, to play dead even. Anything but go there, into the writhing darkness. Where? I can't see anything. The twilight was sucking me in, limiting my vision. The clearing was a deep well, its walls prohibiting the sunlight from reaching its bottom. I heard the air ring, or was it ringing in my ears? One step. Two steps. I bit my lips to stop myself from screaming if anything happened. There was nobody behind the pine. I sigh. No! Paulina gone! Enter back to Paulina.
Полина, здесь никого.
Paulina! No, you're going to jump scare me, Paulina. Don't.
Ну, здорово, Антошка.
You! From the darkness behind the pine, just like cavemen from their cave, appeared smirking Semyon with a bunch of his crew.
Опачки, какая встреча!
Where's Paulina?
Очкарик в жопе Сарик на.
Paulina let out a shriek when the bastard shoved her away from me. They surrounded me like a carnivore's pride, making me step back. What? Beep. Oh! Sammy's heavy leg blasted through the snowman's belly. The balls were rolled, crumbled, became a mushy mess, with just a single broken branch poking up. Paulina grasped angrily. I also felt a touch of scalding hatred. The smell of sweat and tobacco attacked my nostrils. The inside of my mouth felt salty, as if I'd clicked a battery.
Полин, не бойся.
I shuddered after hearing my own voice. I sounded unnatural, rough, and scary.
Полинка-то чё бояться? Лучше за себя беспокойся.
Ew! The fastest bit through the gap in his teeth and pushed me so hard that I hit my back against a tree.
Ну как? Страшно, мудила.
I heard Paulina's angry voice from behind.
Не трогайте его!
Brave girl. It would have been better if Paulina wasn't around. I wish she wouldn't see me in such a shameful position.
Глядите-ка, пацаны! Девчонка за него заступается!
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Ага, циклона!
Ты, сука приезжая, не на того руку поднял.
Sammy was moving toward me, readying his fist. In that moment, whoa! The other delegate in track pants made a loud whistle, and the hulking boy lowered his hand. It was unexpected. Seems like Papurin wasn't the leader of his gang. In reality, they were all listening to the boy who was looking like a small carnivore with very strong and sharp teeth. They decided against hitting me. They probably wanted to humiliate me in front of the girl first.
Слышь, Гондон Батькович, а это кто? Еще одна подружка?
Да у тебя тут гаремно!
Oh, Zulka! Only then I noticed Zulka beside my legs, trembling from the cold snow plastered all over his fur. He probably ran all the way from the schoolyard, searching for our smell. Then scored in front of the dog and beckoned it with his hand.
Ой ты, батюшки, ко мне, сучка блохастая!
The others let out nasty laughs. The dog's ears perked up, and she started carefully moving closer.
Иди сюда! Иди, дам кое-чего!
No! No! The dog didn't even have a chance to sniff him when this animal abuser. Hello? PETA! Animal abuse! Got it by the ear, and I kicked it right under the tail so hard. No one touches Puppy, right? Ugh. The whole gang burst out laughing, and my heart got crusted in ice. Even the birds that were perched up on tree branches let out frightening calls. Whoa! Oh! Eh? Eh! Paulina is smiling! Then I noticed something strange. Paulina could hardly keep herself from smiling. Does she really hate dogs so much that this skinny guy did amuse her? After locking eyes with me, she changed her jubilant smirk to a thoughtful grimace. Ugh! She's fake! Okay, I'm not gonna trust her anymore. Why isn't she running away? I thought in horror.